ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ. ನಾನು ಪವನ್ ನಾಡಿಗ್. ನಾಡಿಗ್ ಮೀಡಿಯಾ ಎಂಟರ್ಟೈನ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಚಾನೆಲ್ನ ಎಲ್ಲ ವೀಕ್ಷಕರಿಗೂ ಹೃದಯಪೂರ್ವಕ ಸ್ವಾಗತ. ಮತ್ತಷ್ಟು ಮಾತುಕತೆಯನ್ನು ಮುಂದುವರಿಸೋಣ. ನಮ್ಮ ಜೊತೆ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ ಇಂಡಿಯನ್ ನ್ಯಾಷನಲ್ ಟ್ರೇಡ್ ಯೂನಿಯನ್ ಕಾಂಗ್ರೆಸ್ನ ಇನ್ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ಆಫ್ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಆನರರಿ ಪ್ರೆಸಿಡೆಂಟ್ ಆದಂಥ ಶ್ರೀಯುತ ಶಾಂತಕುಮಾರ್ ರವರು. ವೆಲ್ಕಮ್ ಟು ಮೈ ಶೋ ಸರ್.
ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು.
Now presently we are talking each and every aspect in terms of pandemic, that is COVID-19. So what are the measures taken by Indian National Trade Union Congress to protect the employees, to protect the laborers, to safeguard the laborers in this particular pandemic situation?
With a nervous system failure for the majority of the public, fear entered in the life of the entire family, the country is shaken up, the world is shaken up, and most unfortunately the COVID-19 pandemic virus has hit mainly due to my assessment. It is mainly due to the God's fury. I feel that is one of the reasons this type of virus is set in and takes away the life of it. This is the situation. We are not there to argue or find fault with anybody, but we have to think of the future of our country, how to safeguard the life. Human life is one, and we do not know what is going to be human life next. We have been reading so many things: past life, present life, future life. We don't know about future life. The present life, how to safeguard the people's life, how to safeguard the country, how we can survive this particular situation. It is the most unfortunate. It is not sparing. It doesn't ask which community you belong, whether you belong to a politician, whether you are a policeman, whether you are a doctor, whether you are a laborer. Everyone is affected. If you see that it is so nervous system failure for the people, after hearing the news, the doctors are getting affected, the politicians are getting affected, the police people are getting affected, doctors are getting affected, and the result is death. The labor class in particular, because all of a sudden it was announced, because that is national requirement. At that time the workers have been they have been living on daily wages, they have on weekly wages, they have to buy the rice, dal and everything with what they earned on that particular day. They have been shattered, no shelter for them, there is no facilities available for them. So at this is the time the trade union people thought. Before that, not only the government was totally confused, because any person, whatever the dilemma of ours, the timely advice and guidance is required. I am very proud. Many politicians, in particular, I would like to tell, in the month of March, the first Sonia Gandhi has written a letter about migrant workers. What should be the position of his, and why we should do that, take care of them. And second was when Rahul Gandhi has predicted in the month of February itself, it is not going to be an ordinary type of virus, it's going to be alarming. We should take care of the migrant workers and also unorganized sector workers. Unfortunately, we have more number of unorganized sector and migrant workers, because without migrant workers, whether building construction workers or infrastructure or domestic help, street vendors, everywhere the migrants are, whether beautician, hotel industries, hospitality industry, everywhere the unorganized sector workers are there. They have been totally shattered. They were on the streets. They started walking thousands of kilometers. So that is the time the trade union entered in force. So when we entered the force in the month of March, slowly what happened? We have a very good, in particular I have to tell about Karnataka, we have a building construction welfare board. We have a huge fund over 8,000 crores. So we started giving suggestion. Look here, the building construction workers are on the road. Use this money as per the Supreme Court. That money cannot be diversified to any other activities. We should confine to the development of the building construction. So, as per the directions of our National INTUC President Dr. Sanjay Reddy, and also with the consultation of ILO, and they started dealing, and also the JCTU Joint Committee of Trade Unions in Karnataka, INTUs in Karnataka, we jointly started working towards the labor, how to mitigate their problems. What is the main reasons? They need daily food, they need milk for the babies, they want shelter for that. So we started giving memorandums. National level they were taking, political level opposition doing, government are on the also they have been doing lot of things, and trade union movement has done because it is a social service. We have to do that. This is the time the trade unions are joined together. In particular, INTUC, out of 192 wards, nearly 92 wards they have taken and started the day 24/7. They were doing distribution of ration kits, medical kits, then the daily food, afternoon and night. In fact, I should place on record, the Labour Department played a very major role in supplying all these equipments. And also many of the trade union leaders, in particular in INTUC, I can point out, they spent lakhs and lakhs of rupees and given free from their side the ration kits, food and medical, masks. So many things are done. We also have done quite a lot from our side. What should be done, but not with anything to protect the labor class. The migrant workers, where they will go? No, it's not only that. The migrant laborers may go to Bihar, they may go to Tamil Nadu, they may go to Bombay, they may go to Calcutta. But what is the position of our state? Because now the COVID is there. Now after the COVID, what will be the future of that? How they are going to rehabilitate? How they are going to give the jobs? How they are going to earn the income unless a special package is released in the budget to face this and give them rent? Yes, government what is good for that is doing it. What the labor people also realize, but take the labor class into confidence so that we'll work together, we'll support the government and see that how to fight our main aim is to fight the virus and also safeguard the labor class so that they can live for the day and live for tomorrow and see that they get the job opportunities as far as possible many places.
Sir, I just want to ask you one personal question. Since there was no representative in Karnataka legislature from past 2 decades, so what's your opinion? Because this is the second time you have lost the nomination for MLC.
I would like to start stating that I am a firm believer of Almighty Lord. I believe that even a hair in my head will not become a grave without His knowledge. Probably I am not destined to get it. That's why God might have not cleared my name. I have to tell a brief about my journey in Congress Party. 1977, as I already explained, though my entire family is a Congress supporters right from that, admiring the qualities of the Indira Gandhi, the late Prime Minister, I started working towards the party, and ultimately when Mr. Oscar Fernandez took charge as the President of Karnataka, our party was not there. In 1986-87, and there, due to the commitment and dedication, with a few people available, I was also one of that. And it is because of the wonderful teamwork. At that time, the stalwarts who were there were able to get to the power with a thumping majority and record-breaking majority in Karnataka. Right from the time I was a sincere soldier of the Congress Party, Mr. Oscar Fernandez used to recognize me and given various assignments, not only in our state, in other states also, and also all important, like reports, involvement of workers, VIP receptions, organizing foreigners' visits, taking care of our late Prime Minister Rajiv Gandhi's personal food, other things when I was the President of Hotel Ashoka. And so many things he had given me, has given an encouragement. Right from that time, I have not aspired for any post. I was a sincere soldier, a committed worker, being in the banking industry, after working in the banking and also after working in my trade union office. I used to go at 9 o'clock, work up to morning 1:30, 2 o'clock, because he had the habit of going at home at 2 o'clock from the palace, and I used to go with him and write that is how my journey started, and it was going on and going on and going on. And I was AIC's observer for 4 times, and also election in charge in many places. But still I did not try for any post. In 2013, duly taking into account, there is no labor representative in the assembly and also the council. The last representation was by Mr. N. M. Adiyantaya, our previous president was an MLA along with Mr. Marabba. There is no labor representation either in the assembly or in the council. And also, as I am not telling for a particular purpose, as a religion, we have only 2 identified religions. One is Hindus and another minorities, which includes there. When the question of a distribution of seats, every community in the Hindu community get it. That's quite rightly, it is good. Every person has to be represented. I have no second opinion that. I am with that. But when it comes to the minority, only a certain people are being getting it at the cost of a community called Christian Protestants. We have a very huge majority. Every time the seats been given, it is to a particular region with a particular language speaker. It has been given at the cost of the Protestant community. So 2013, the bishops all felt, and they have met and finally chosen my name, that this time we'll go to the Protestant community, and that is how my mood. And due to my trade union background and also NTUC and also my political background, my name was shortlisted and sent to Delhi, and I'm very proud that our command with the leadership of Madam Sonia Gandhi ji, my name was cleared. All the formalities were fulfilled. At the last hour, my name was replaced and substituted with once again a man from a particular language speaking from a particular region from Bangalore. This year, when the bishops all felt what is the use of recommending when they don't even respond, they have taken it for granted, our community. So you try our own, ultimately because of my link with them and also having the respect for the leadership. They sent a recommendation letter with the present leadership of Dr. Shivakumar and many other leaders, Dravidaji and also Mr. M.B. Patel, and many people, Mr. Hari Prasad, all these people, Ramalinga Reddy, Mr. Gundurao, all these people took my case because they know my background. I worked with the senior leaders. They are all the children of them, but still, Ramalinga Reddy was one of the stalwarts who worked when Oscar Ji was the president. They are all aware of my commitment. So, in spite of that, though it's been assured, once again, it is not only the trade union people have been left out, and also my community, the Christian community, the Protestant have been let down, but we take it in the good strides. The God Almighty Lord is there. A time will come, He will prevail upon the people at the helm of affairs to see this justice done to my community, and so that a day will come, the community also recognize, and trade union leader will have the representation. Our main aim was with this COVID pandemic virus attack, so much of migrant labor, unarmed labor is there. There is no representation in both the houses. It's the right time. A person who has missed an opportunity in 2014 should be given. All the trade union leaders supported, and unfortunately, it is missed. It's okay. I take in good strides. I have abundance confidence in my leadership. They will definitely consider for the future, God willingly, not in my force, not with anybody's force. Only if He is having the mercy on, and I should destined to get it, I will get it through them. And I am confident, and I don't have anything, I don't have any feelings. People telephoned me on that night, the list was announced. I said, how you are so happy? I said, what else? I said, what I should do? I said, okay, I am not able to get it, I am not able to get it. Anyway, I have hope, bright future will be there for the labor leaders. If I am not get it, what is there? Maybe that opportunity may come much better than this. The present leadership under the presidency of D.K. Shivakumar may consider many things good for my community and for me. And thank you very much for this wonderful opportunity given to me through this media. And I seek the people who are hearing, they convey the message. It is the commitment, sincerity, knowledge only will survive in this world. All other things will perish. Name will remain forever, not your material, what is how you acquired in this world. Thank you.
I sincerely pray to Almighty that as an inspirational leader like you, you should become a member of legislature or an assembly in the coming days. It's my fortune and it's my pleasure to have you on my show, sir. Thank you so much. A small request to all my audience, respect to labours, stand with the labours, because in one or the other way, we are also a dependent labour. Thank you so much.